I'm just waiting on the chat room to fill up. Hey, now, what's going on, guys? Let me go grab my glasses. I can't see that small right. What's going on? What's going on, Art? I see you. All right, what's going on, Juan Ortiz? Got California in the house. Watsonville. Hey, now what's going on? See if we get a few more people before I start talking. Uh, okay. What's going on, Chester? Chester, UK? Oh, Steve Broccoli. Oh, you from Chester, UK. Okay, I got you. Working 24/7. What's going on? I did a few yards today. I actually was gonna do 4 yards, and both two of those yards I was gonna actually do some bushes, but I actually just did 3 yards, and I'll just do the rest of them tomorrow, man. I don't know. I feel a little burnt out, man. It's like I kind of need a vacation because I've been really going hard the last 4 or 5 weeks, and the rain has not made it any better, man. All right, I see you, Broderick Murphy, Atlanta. Yeah, Art, man. I did a little work today, man, but after I did my 3rd yard, I just called it a day, man. I really don't like working on the weekends anyway. Ready to see that solar eclipse. When is that? I heard about that. When is that solar eclipse, Ethan? When is it? Is that today? Yeah, Blake, it's extremely hot, man. It's hot today, man. Actually, man, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is Monday morning, okay. In Arizona. Oh, okay. Um what uh what I wanted to talk about today was I often hear people that are in lawn care or mobile detailing refer to their business as little, or they say side hustle. Now, anytime you use the word hustle or side, like side hustle, it always means that it's something on the side. It's not serious. Even when some people use the term side chick, it's just a girl that you deal with. You're not serious about her, and I often find myself saying that. I've just recently, within the last like 6 to 8 months, I've made it my business to stop saying that. And on my last live stream, someone I don't know if they called it little or small. They said little business or something like that, or side hustle or side gig or something like that. And I told him, like, don't think of your business that way. Don't refer to it as that, because what's going to happen is subconsciously you're going to put side effort into it or little effort into your business, whether it's big or small. Or if you have a part-time job and you have a business, stop referring to your business as a hustle, because a hustle is temporary. And let me explain. Um, Let me explain. See, hustling is it's a means to an end. That's what hustling is, which means hustling is temporary. Um, but a lot of us use hustling and grinding in the same sense. Grinding is just working hard. Hustling is basically you doing whatever you have to do to meet a goal. So if if I let's say if I have like 20 or 30 cars to do in 2 days, and I need to do those two cars in those 2 days to get enough money to buy something. It's not does not necessarily mean that every day, every 2 days, I'm going to be doing 30 cars. All that means is that I'm gonna grind it out. I'm gonna hustle and do what I have to do now to buy what I need later. So that's temporary, and a lot of people don't. Well, I don't think a lot of people view it that way, but I do. So I try not to use my. I try not to say that my business is a side gig. Well, my business is not a side gig. I never say that, but I try not to call it a little business. I was in the barbershop the other day and I was talking to someone and I almost said it. And we have to refrain from doing that, because if you think of it that way, and if you view your business as that, that's what it's going to be. It's going to always be a small business. King's Detailing, you say you hustle. Yeah, we all hustle, but hustling is temporary, and a lot of people don't think that way, but it is. Um, so I actually, like, remember that video I did a while back when I did 11 yards in one day. I don't do that every day. I'm not doing 10 yards every day by myself, 11 yards every day. But at that moment, I had to get it done. That's hustling to me, you know. So you don't want to refer to your business as a hustle, because that means it's temporary. Steve Broccoli, are you still considering water fed window cleaning as you mentioned in the past video? Uh, well, I don't know about the water fed pole, but I'm still interested in doing window cleaning. But I guess when I get everything in moderation, when it's time. I guess I'll get a water fed pole if I need it. But for right now, I'm gonna start off with like 1 story houses, trying to clean those type of windows. I see you, Neil, from Michigan. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I see a lot of people that say that, and I don't know. It's something. The subconscious mind is very strong, because what you really feel, it comes out. And I try, I look at my business. I look at it as a company. I call it a company. Um, Even though I have no employees, even though uh, it's a small business, and there's nothing wrong with saying small business. It's nothing really wrong with that, because you know that there is a term small business and it's determined on your income. But you know, I hear a lot of people say, "Yeah, this is my side gig," and I'd be like, "Wow, okay." You know, it's just gonna be a side gig, and when you don't need it anymore, or when you know accomplish what you want to accomplish, I guess you're gonna stop. That's just how I look at it. You say, all right, you say side business. You got another job? Do you got a main job? Do you think it would be worth it to mow a few yards on the weekend in addition to my 5 day 5 day a week job? Yes. Okay. Blake, when you say okay, you said few more in addition to my 5 day a week job. Are you saying you work a job 5 days a week or you do 5 yards a day? I work at Empire Machinery Caterpillar. Okay. Well, it is what it is, man. I mean, if you really if you saying side business, that's what you really mean. That's cool. But I hear a lot of people say that, and you know, if that's what you want to do, to each his own. But I don't think it's cool referring to a business as a side business. I mean, you can say part time, but hey, teachers on things mean different things to different people. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Is it something that you want to do? It's worth it. No, not my side gig and working hard so my company can support my lifestyle because I have a full time job. Okay. Okay. Yeah, anything is worth it, man. If you want to, if that's what you want to do, if you want to do get into lawn care on the weekends, hey, if you want to just supplement your income that you're already making, that's cool. But you know, sometimes what'll happen is while you out there working, people are gonna be coming up to you say, "Can you do my yard?" And you're gonna get to a point where on the weekends you're gonna have like 20 yards to do, and if it rains, you know you're gonna start thinking like, "Man, I probably should do this full time." Cause that stuff, I mean, before you know it, like I said, I haven't passed out any flyers or did any ads in a long time, and it never fails, man. Somebody always pull up. Hey, can you do mine? Can you give me an estimate? Can you start? You got room for one more? All the time. That's the thing about having a job and doing lawn care, because the weather is so unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. The problems I've been running into lately is I go to people's houses and they be getting work done on their house. Like one house, they was getting their foundation worked on. It was for like maybe like a month, so I couldn't go cut over there because they had too much stuff in the way. And so when I got back to start cutting it, it was a job. And if you got a real job and you trying to juggle the weather and your schedule, I mean not a real job, but you got a full time job and you try to do lawn care, sometimes it's hard, depending on what type of job you have. You just want to do detailing only. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, actually, I do watch that guy from Landscaping Employee Trap. He's even written a book. I know exactly who you're talking about. Orlando Ortiz, I see you. You're thinking about starting a mobile car business. Well, that depends on what county or what city you live in, but you want to go to the courthouse of your city or county and ask them for a privilege license to do business, and that's probably all you would need, and then for the county, then go to our irs.gov, and you can go and get you a tax ID number, and they're gonna you can do it as a sole proprietorship, you can do it as a LLC, um, partnership or whatever. You'll see the options when you go there, but me personally, I would rather do the LLC. LLC is stands for limited liability company, and if anything happens, if someone sues you, they can only sue the company. They can't sue for your personal assets. And a sole proprietorship, if you do that, if anything happens, they can they can sue you for your personal possessions. So that's why I went with the LLC. Kings didn't. What do I do for the winter? Well, for one thing, I'm in Mississippi. Uh, Mississippi, we do not have very 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 cold winters. We may have a few cold days here and there, and I still can wash cars. And even if it's cold, there's ways around it. I bought a heater. I sit it on a stand and have the heater blowing on me while I'm working. I also do small tree trimming, tree pruning, leaf removal, uh, gutter cleaning, pressure washing. It still be going. It's just not as much as it is now. Like I may have, every day I have at least 6 jobs every day, whether it's cars or lawn care or both on the same day. It doesn't matter. But what happens is when it gets colder, a lot of lawn. Some people they don't never get leaves or anything in their yard. After November, their yard starts growing. So the majority of people, I'm not cutting their yards anymore until the spring. And then everybody else, they're still getting their yard maintained because they got leaves falling and stuff like that. So I probably go from servicing 30 to 35 people, well, actually 35 to 40 people a week, to maybe 5 to 10 a week. So what I do is like I said in the past, I've saved money for that. I put money away. Like right now, I'm putting money away. So if I have some weeks, nothing, and it's happening in the wintertime. Some weeks I do nothing, but that particular week I just take out of my stash, pay my bills, and I'm good. Okay, Amato, you just detailed 2 cars, A&A style. Appreciate it, man. What's up, KG? I see you, KG Clipper. That's good, man. Guy here says he detailed 2 cars, man. That's great. Actually, I got some footage of me detailing, well, not detailing, but actually washing cars at my group wash this past Wednesday. Well, actually, I uploaded that already. I actually got some footage of three black vehicles that I did on Thursday. So I'll be trying to put that one up tonight. I'll work on that after I get off this live chat. I'll edit that up and put that out. Put that out there. Get y'all some. Let y'all see some footage. Uh, and the funny thing about it is all the cars were black that I did that day. I did three cars and I ended up doing some yards later on that day. No, no, I don't get any swirl marks. What I do is I uh I constantly dip my shimmies in buckets of water, and while I'm washing the car, I let the uh I let the shimmy uh sit in water. So while I'm wiping, if I pick up some dirt from a part of the vehicle or something, I'll just fold the shimmy to a clean side, and if it once the shimmy gets dirty, I lay the shimmy on the bed of my truck, and I take my wand and I spray it off, and that pressure just knocks all the dirt off, and I wring it out, and I just keep going. I never get any swirl marks using those shimmies. I love those things because those things, man, they um they absorb a lot of water, and when you uh when you wring them out, it all the water drops out of the towel and it's dry. Microfiber towels, when you wring them out, they do get a little dry, but they still be a little damp. I don't like using microfiber towels to dry cars. It just takes too long, in my opinion. Actually, Steel makes a battery operated blower, and it's under 200 bucks. It's like maybe 129, 130 bucks, and I'm thinking about buying that. The less you have to touch the vehicle, the better. And I'm gonna start since I'm washing a lot of cars now. I'm gonna buy better equipment to where I don't have to touch the vehicle as much. Yes, I do detail the wheel wells. I spray degreaser in the wheel wells. I spray them out real good. I even wash up under there as much as I can, and then I use tire dressing to give it that black look. Yeah, I'm already doing that on Moto 22. I'm already cleaning the wheel wells. King, you did your first. See, Kings did tell you did it, man. You said I did my first little YouTube video. Stop minimizing your stuff, man. It's not little. You look at all anything that you do, look at it as grand, look at it as big. But I'm gonna check that video out, Kings Detailing, and I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. Cedric Fuller, I love your videos, especially the ones with your son. I've learned a lot. Thanks, man. Thanks. Barrett Jackson Tire Shine. Okay. Okay. I hear you. Oh, okay. My name is H. H. Okay, that's what that spells. Okay, H Morgan. Okay. No, I don't do paint correction. I don't do paint correction. There's just certain things that I that I like to stay away uh, from lack of experience and the liability. Because if you tell someone, especially women, If you tell them that you can fix something, their expectations will be so high, and if it doesn't come out the way they want it, they'd be upset. I had a lady some years ago. She had a black like a black, was that a, it might have been an Escalade, I think it was an Escalade, but it had a lot of water spots. Like she parks her car near a sprinkler system. It had water spots all over the car, top to bottom, the sides, the windows, and she was asking me could I remove her, and I told her, I was like, look, I could try, but I don't think these water spots gonna come out. And at the time, I didn't know how to get water spots out. I didn't know, you can use vinegar, you can use a lot of stuff to get out the water spots, but it did it. I didn't know at the time, and I thought that I can polish it or wax it and remove it, but it didn't work, and she was not happy. So if I see something and if it's something that I don't have a lot of experience in, I'll let them know that I don't have experience in that. I don't think I'll be able to remove it because I don't want them to have a false sense of security. I don't want them to think. I don't want the expectations to be so high, and then when it doesn't get done, when you don't meet their expectations, they're upset. So I stay away from things that I don't have a lot of experience in. But there are people out there that do paint correction. I see it, and it's amazing to me. But uh, until I get some experience in that, and I'm not doing it. At one point, I wouldn't even pressure wash. I mean, I wouldn't even clean the engines at one point. I've gotten better at it, but at one point, I didn't want to do it just from the liability at all. I don't know if something on there gets wet and the car won't start. I don't want to be. I don't want to pay. I don't want to have to pay nobody that I don't have to. And I don't care how much you charge it for details or for car washes. You damaging something on that vehicle, it's gonna start at a probably 350 and up for whatever you damaged, and 350 is being cheap. Hey Carlos, I see you from California. I see you, big dog. I stay away from, yeah, yeah. Stay away from stuff that you don't have no experience in, and if you interested in it, put the work in and get you some experience. And I'm not talking about watching YouTube, you know, because people, you got to think about it. YouTube will sometimes give you a false sense of security because YouTube videos are edited, and that doesn't mean that just because you watch someone do it on YouTube that you can do it. Get you some experience. Yes, Blue Coral is a decent car wash soap. I use it all the time. It works just fine. Uh, that's good stuff to buy when you starting off. You can get McGuire's. That's another good one, especially if you starting out. You can go to Walmart and buy all that stuff. And as you gradually build your clientele, as you start getting better and better and better, you can just start upgrading your stuff, and then you're gonna have to start charging more. You start getting better. You start getting more high end clients. You're gonna need you're gonna start getting more high end clients, or both. You might start getting more business, and you're gonna need equipment to allow you to be more efficient and allow you to get through those cars quicker so you can go to the next one and the next one and the next one. So that's when the good equipment comes in. But when you first start out, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna be washing 5 or 6 cars a day. You're not gonna be doing 4 to 5 full details a day. Unless unless you get lucky. Now I'm not saying that it won't happen. I'm just saying that it's unlikely that that will happen. But Start off small. If you know, people tell me, what do I need to do to get started? I tell them, go get a water hose, go get you a few buckets, get you some chemicals, and go out there and get started. Make you some flyers, pass them around, and and when you talk to your customers, tell them, hey, I'm gonna be using your electricity, I'm gonna be using your water, and just that's all you're gonna need from them is water and electricity, and lower your prices a little bit. And as you start getting better and better, as you start getting more money, start buying your equipment. If you don't have a truck, buy you a truck. You know, now you got you a truck. You can buy your water tank, generator, pressure washer, and just go from there. Or you might buy a van. But if all you have is just a car right now, you can roll up a hose and throw it in your trunk. You can put a vacuum cleaner in your trunk, get you a small one, and work your way up. The biggest thing is getting started. A lot of people, they just never get started because they want to look legit. They want to have T-shirts and hoodies with logos and have a nice wrap truck and a nice wrap vehicle and all that type of stuff. You don't need all that. King's Detailing. That's how you do it. Hey, tell them how you do it, King's Detailing. Because see, people and you said you made a video. That's cool because people need to see that. Because some YouTubers, you know, you see them with all the equipment, with all the good stuff already, and the person that's watching feel like they have to have that to get started, but you don't. We need people like you, Kings, to put out videos so other people can see that. And if other people see that this man is got a mobile has a mobile detailing business, and he has a mobile detailing business, and he doesn't have a pressure washer, he doesn't have a generator, he doesn't have a water tank, he has a hose and a water hose and some chemicals, maybe a vacuum cleaner, and he's out there getting it. And so you don't King's Detailing, you don't have a water tank or pressure washer or a generator. Now I'm waiting on King's Detail to respond. You said I was asking him, does he have a water tank, pressure washer, or a generator? I got the vac, no tank. You got a vac, no tank, just a big water jug. So what do you do with the water jug and buckets? Do you have a pressure? You don't have a. Do you have a pressure washer? You don't have a tank, just a water jug. So, well, if you just so what do you do with the water jugs? Do you take the water jugs and dump them on the car or something like that, or what's going on, Sarone Rainey? Hope I said that right. Excuse me. Where do you get your water from? Is what I'm asking. And when you say water jug, are you using the water jugs to wash your vehicle or using your client's water? Oh, I got it right. Cool. I got your name right. Brian Barber. Yep. Start small. Build up your clientele base. Yep. Better equipment comes with more customers. You're right. Okay, I charge large trucks and SUVs start at $60. Um, they start at $60, and it just depends. Like a suburban or a van or something like that, it'll be at 65 and up, and it depends on how dirty the vehicle is too. Okay, Kings Detailing. You bring your own water to the job. You get it from your house. Okay. So how do you if you don't have a pressure washer or a water pump or whatever, how do you get the water to come out of the jugs onto the car? Do you take the jugs and pour them on the car, or how are you doing that? Explain. M- MS Lawn Care Landscaping. Uh, how I get clients for washes? The same way for lawn care. I started out. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I started out, guys. I I went to vistaprint.com and I designed my own flyers, and I just went, from mailbox to mailbox, and I put them on the outside of the mailbox. And I told my friends. I already had at the time when I started, because actually I wanted to do all I wanted to do at one point was mobile car washing, but I ended up because I did lawn care for so long. Even as a child, I would wash, I would cut my parents' yard, and I used to cut my parents' yard every single week, and that's how I got all my experience from. So I knew how to do a lawn. So I started doing, yard work first, and then I said, you know what? Let me start my I said, let me start let me start the mobile car wash. And what I did, the first thing I did is I told my lawn care clients about it first. Even before I made flyers, I told them what they'd be interested in, and they say yeah. So I pushed the business towards my lawn clients, and then it started to spread with word of mouth. I did some Facebook ads. I passed out flyers and just being visible. Uh, y'all don't know how much business you get just being visible, because those flyers are cool, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I remember one day I had to pass out about 500 flyers, and it took me maybe a month to get maybe two calls. So, uh, what up, Antonio? I see you. Got a new tornado cleaner. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, okay. Are you? Oh, okay. You in Dallas? I see you saying the prices are the same for car washes in and out. Okay, that's good to know. What's up, Sporties? I see you, big dog. Leaflets are the best way to get new inquiries and good sign right. Okay. What's a nice size generator to start out with? There are a lot of them out there. But I'll just tell you what I went with. What I went with. Yeah, people got a lot of questions, man. Uh, I'm gonna tell you guys what I started out with. I started out with and I no actually I'm not gonna even say I started out with. I'm still currently using it today. It's called a Sportsman generator. A Sportsman generator. I paid $100 from it for it at Home Depot, and it's still working to this day. Um, you can also, I'm gonna tell you guys, you can also go to Harbor Freight. That is that is Sporty's favorite store, man. Y'all go to Harbor Freight. They got the same style generator. It's not called a Sportsman. I forgot what it's called, but it's red and it's designed just like the one that I have. And I'm pretty sure it's probably made by the same people. But they got. I think it's like 1,000. I think it's like 1,000 watts, and that's all you need to run. Your drills and your vacuum cleaners and stuff like that. That's all you need. You don't need these big gigantic generators to do mobile detailing. Carlos, going out with the wife to grab something to eat. What do you think about this business name, Cruise and Shine Mobile Car Wash? It sounds good to me. Cruise and Shine. That sounds original. I don't think nobody else will have that name. I looked into getting a business license and they asked me for what I'm estimating the Met would affect the license price. How much should I say I would make? Really feeling the live feed. Appreciate it. Hey, well, if they telling you it depends on the price, I'll give them a low. I'll tell them I think I'll make 10,000 this year. I'll give them a low price so I don't have to pay a whole lot for a license. They shouldn't have told you that. They shouldn't have told you that, H. No problem, MS Lawn Care. Yeah, yeah. And Sporty just made a good point. Sporty's he said that he started off with 3,000 watts. Then he added a compressor, and then he had help, so he needed a bigger generator to be able to support running multiple machines that multiple people are going to be using. So, it depends. But, if you just starting out, get what you're going to need to get the job done at that particular point in time. And then upgrade as as your business starts to grow. MS Lawn Care. Hey, winter is coming up. Do you got any hustles in mind? uh well, I I I don't think you was with us in the beginning, MS Lawn Care, but I was talking about hustling and calling your business a hustle and calling your business little or small or something like that. But okay, well, I don't like to refer to anything that I do in my business as a hustle, because hustling is temporary. And let me explain my point. Um, this is what I think hustling is. Hustling is, to me, is always a means to an end. Like, okay, my baby needs some new shoes, so I'm selling these T-shirts, or I just got a good deal on some. Um, I mean, anything. I got a good deal on something. I got some merchandise for cheap, and I'm gonna sell them for cheap to uh to get my money up to buy my child some shoes. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be selling T-shirts for the rest of my life. You see what I'm saying? But I don't look at this business as a hustle, so I don't refer to, and I know what you mean when you say hustle, but I'm trying to move that from my vocabulary. Just like when you guys, I did a video and I did about 11 yards in one day. Now, if I have a big crew, I'm gonna be doing more than 11 yards in a day. But by myself, that's temporary. I'm not gonna be doing 11 yards every single day. I'll do 5 or 6 every single day by myself. But I had to do those 10 yards because the next day I had 5 or 6 more yards. So I had to do it. So it's just a means. It's just a means to an end. And that's just what I look like. Right, right. See, yeah, you're right, Sporties. And when people call it a hustle, and the thing about it is, it doesn't insult me. It doesn't make me feel no type of way because I know what the person is really trying to say. But subconsciously, you're saying something else when you say, oh, this is a side gig, or I'm hustling, or this and this and that. You're not, to me, subconsciously, you're not taking your business seriously. So, but to answer your question, MS Lawn Care and Landscape, um, what I do in the winter, what I do in the winter is, I I have I have things that I do year round. Lawn care can be year round. Mobile car washing can be year round. Just because it gets cold doesn't mean that you stop. You have to find ways you have to be creative and find ways to deal with the weather when it gets cold. I got some ideas from Sporties. He wears a North Face pants and North Face jacket. I want to say he say it's what the skiers wear. So it's keeping him dry. And I saw him have a heater on a stand with the heater blowing on him and his workers while they're working. And he says snowboarders gear. That's what snowboarders gear. Okay. So he's being creative because he's in New Jersey, and New Jersey gets cold as fuck. Excuse my language, but I used to live in New Jersey, and it gets cold. I mean, they get snow. But see, it's not that cold in Mississippi. It's not that cold in Mississippi. Uh, every now and again it gets cold. So, but to answer your question, I'm still doing everything that I do in the spring and winter. I mean, the spring and summer, but it slows down. So right now, I'm putting money away for the winter. Because I know it's going to be some slow weeks. I know it's going to be a week where I'm not doing anything, but I got money to pay my bills because I saved up for that. Um, but the types of jobs that I do, uh, now something new that I want to add this winter is going to be window cleaning. But I do leaf removal, I gutter cleaning, uh, uh, what else did I do? Pressure washing. I'm still doing cars. I'm still doing things. What I do is I offer my clients maintenance, win, fall and winter maintenance, and all it is just I come by and I clean up. I clean up the leaves. I blow the leaves from the porch. I blow the leaves out the driveway. Clean everything up. And some clients I just keep coming year round. Some of them I just never stop. So I go from, like I said earlier, I go from maybe, see, right now I'm doing anywhere from 30 to 40 jobs a week. And I'm doing it every single week. Sometimes it'll be a whole bunch of cars, sometimes it'll be a whole bunch of yards, sometimes it'll be a whole bunch of both. But when the winter time hits, it slows down. I may do the most I may do in a week is 15 jobs. And sometimes it'll be 5 jobs a week. You know, you never know. But I hope I answered your question. Yeah, Mika, yeah, go buy the groceries. I saw your text. Yeah, just buy it. Let me know how much you spend. You guys, I'm talking to my wife. I see you, sporties. Y'all, how do you manage your maintenance plans for the wash side of your business? And do you charge slightly lower price for those customers? No. Uh, actually, I don't even have my car washes are mostly by appointment. They're pretty much all by appointment. The only ones that are not by appointment are my group washes, and they're by appointment as well. Just about all my car washes are by appointment. So that's how I manage them. My yards, they everybody has their set day, and I have to make adjustments when it rains or if I get behind and stuff like that. But the car washes are are by appointment. Yeah, little kerosene force heat only 150 bucks to 175 at Home Depot. So if you guys are washing cars in cold areas, uh, invest in those kerosene heaters. Sporty's just said they're 150 to 175 dollars at Home Depot. I don't have one, but I will be purchasing one. Uh, even because sometimes I can count on one hand a year. I mean, a winter. How many times I wash cars in it's like super cold weather? It's not that many, but it'll be nice to have it, even just for one. Even if you just wash in the cold winter one time, it'll be nice to have it because you're comfortable. You can give them a good job. James Emerson. I see you, big guy. Appreciate you. What's going on, Mike's Lawn Care? See now, look. See, here we go. Somebody want to get on here and be negative. All right. I just had to block somebody, man. You see these folks get on here and be negative. They are amazing, worth the money. Ain't nothing like running into some heat for a few seconds. I remember putting my hands by the generator muffler just to get. I hear you, man. Okay, let me try to say this name. I appreciate you. Is it Bo? Is it? Let me see him say his last name. Bo Lagarita. Oh, I know I just butchered that, man. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, yeah. You got to keep these folks blocked, man. I don't even entertain negativity, man. Every now and again, I get people that come on my page and to be negative. Like I've noticed within the last maybe 6 months, every video someone thumbs it down. So, in what I've seen is that you got a person that subscribed to your page to thumbs you down. So they wait on a notification so they can go and thumbs your video down. I mean, your life must really suck if that's what you're doing out here. Yeah. Yeah, man. And you know what? I don't want this chat to be about what's going on, G Works. I don't want this live feed to be about haters, man. I mean, y'all already know how I feel. I've done I've done videos about haters, and what you do is you just handle it and you move on. So let's move on. I don't even want to talk about that no more. Appreciate that, James. I see you. All right, Brian Barber. I see you, big guy. Appreciate stopping by, man. Yeah, we got G Works in the chat room now. What's going on, Mike? How many yards do I average a week? I say, man, 35 to 40 a week. Easy. It's probably more than that. What's going on, sporties, man? You ain't watching no car. I mean, you ain't detailing no cars today, man. It must be raining, cause I know if the sun is out, you gonna be working. I know you go. Oh, sporties, I got your package, man. I haven't even opened it yet. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. All right. I got your package, sporties. Here it is right here, man. I got it in maybe about a few days ago. I hadn't even opened it up yet, man. But I'm gonna just did my mom's house finally, her car, and did my neighbor's car too. Come on, man. I know you working every day. Free gallon of soap and you stalling. Hey, listen, I'm going to use it, man. I want to make a video about it. That's why I hadn't touched it yet. I want to open it up and use it on the car and let everybody see, man. That's why I ain't doing it. I ain't going to open it up yet, man. Hey, like, open it. No, I want to make a video about it, man. I want to make a video about it. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think Sporty, he trying to be the connect. He trying to be a pusher and get me addicted to this stuff. Then he gonna drive the prices up. I already know what you're trying to do. Go ahead, head out and try that syrup soap, man. This is a perfect time. Hold on, I'm gonna make a video, man. I'm gonna hold off on opening it up, man. But I appreciate that, Sporties, man. I know there's going to be some good stuff, man. I need something. What I really need, more coming, okay. Everyone asking about that bug and tar. Yes. Man, that bug and tar is important, man. It makes your job so much easier. Cause ain't nothing like a clean car, but that front bumper bugged up. but man, I'm a big fan of that acid that you have, that aluminum brightener. That's what I want right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely. No, I've never done waterless. What's good for bug and tar? What Sporty's got? Sporty's will tell you. Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys. Sporty's got them chemicals. I know he's gonna be selling them in the near future. Y'all check his channel out. I'm pretty sure he has a website. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to order it. Y'all go to this guy. This man got the best products ever, man. Y'all check him out. If y'all hadn't seen his videos, go ahead to Sporty's on YouTube and Sporty's Mobile Detailing and go check out his videos. You had your first sale yesterday. That's cool, man. When you see this man clean a car, like, don't get me wrong, I could clean a car, but when I watch Sporty's detail a car, it made me feel like I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Like, I actually now, I'm starting to step my game up and start to buy better equipment and stuff like that so I can get on the same level as he is, man. I'm telling you. Because in the past, I wasn't doing that many cars. But the car side of my business has grown and I want to put out good work, Not that I have not been putting out good work, but I want to I've been using a lot of elbow grease. That's the thing. I've been you got to do a lot to get those cars clean. And some of that stuff, man, we be thinking of all kind of stuff, man. We be using Q-tips, paintbrush, needles, knives, anything to try to get this stuff clean. And this man got the chemicals and the ideas that it just make the job go by so much easier, man. I'm talking about, man, to clean carpets, I've stuck my pressure washer on and sprayed the floors with my pressure washer. And the floors be wet as hell, and I be vacuuming and trying to get it dried up. But I did what I had to do. Yeah, using Q-tips to get in the like in those air vents. You know, Q-tips, paintbrushes. You know, in the cracks and crevices of like the dash and stuff like that. Man, you gotta do what you gotta do to get them cars clean. But man, when I saw this guy on YouTube, I was like, man. When I saw that drill brush, when I saw that, cause I'm not even talking about pet hair. I'm just talking about regular dirt. Sometimes people have regular dirt in their, in their carpet, and you be going over with the vacuum cleaner. That stuff won't come up. You put that you get that drill attachment. You get that drill and throw that drill brush on there. Oh my God! And Sporty told me, he said, look, man, he said, you get that drill brush, you would not vacuum another floor mat. I'm telling you, since I've gotten that drill brush, I have not vacuumed another floor mat. I've not even touched the floor mat with my vacuum cleaner. I see you, H. Morgan. You can start today, man. You can start, man. Once you start, just get out there and start grinding, man. Start working, and look, slowly but surely, you're gonna grow. If you go, I wished I've had videos and pictures of when I first started out. I mean, you guys will laugh at the stuff that I had. Best thing for the vents is the Harbor Freight triangle pointed paintbrush. Okay. And see, the thing about it is, when I first started, I was watching videos and looking at other guys. They was cleaning cars that were already clean, and I was like, man, ain't no way these guys got that car that clean like that. And they wouldn't show you anything. They wouldn't tell you what, they'll tell you use this product, but they wouldn't actually show you how to do anything. And man, and I'm glad it's people out there. I'm glad you got Eric Jones out there. I'm glad you got Sporties out there that's actually showing you. Because I'm telling you, when I saw this man's video, I was like, God, man. I was about to curse again. I'm trying to stop cursing too. But I was like, oh my God, look at this guy, man. Like, what is he doing? And I kept watching it. And I'm talking about, it got to the point where I understand why haters hate. Like, I started to just hate on this guy, get on his page and just hate on him. Because I was like, man, what is this guy's doing? I'm just playing guy. I wasn't going to hate on him. But the guy was so awesome. I had to call him, man. And I'm like, man, what are you doing? And I'm talking about he had no problem on the first conversation. He had no problem telling me what he doing. Like, get it from here. Use this. Use that. I'm like, okay. And now I look at because I don't do a lot of details. I do a lot of car washes, but when I see the chemicals and when I see the equipment and the stuff that you can use, it makes you feel more comfortable doing details. And a lot of people don't take the next step because they're not comfortable. They don't feel like they're going to do a good job. They don't feel like they're going to make it. So they're afraid to move forward. But when you got people out here that you can lean on, and you got people out here that can say, hey, go get this, use that. People that you can call, it just makes it that much easier. A never-ending search for the right tools for the job. Some of the simplest things make your job easier. You're right, Mike's Lawn Care. Cool. That's good, man. So Sportis is already selling this stuff, man. Y'all go to this guy, man. Y'all go to this guy. Y'all go to this guy page. He has his own website. Sporties, go ahead and put your website. Just type your website on the chat right now, and let everybody know what you got going on, man. Because you know a lot of these people, they want to get into the business, but they don't feel comfortable. If they got the right products and the right chemicals, they'll be more confident, and they'll go out there and step on out there. Appreciate that, A&R. I see you, big guy. Don Abraham. You might be hot and tired as hell, but you will grow. Yes. And see, and the thing is, man, don't nothing come easy. Don't nothing come easy. It's not gonna be a cakewalk. Some cars you're gonna do, and it may not turn out right. Some cars you may do, and it may take you 3 hours just to get it right. You know, but it's a learning experience. You got to go through that to get better. That's when you start charging the hell out that's when you start charging the hell out your clients. When you start getting good, they're not only paying for the service, they paying for your experience. They paying for all the chemicals that you buy. They paying for all the equipment and the maintenance on that equipment. They paying for all that. So, you know, once you start getting better, you can charge them a whole lot. And I did a video about this. It was about Picasso, and I think it's Picasso. Someone told me that's what it was. I'm not sure. But Picasso is a famous painter, as you guys already know. I know y'all heard the name. A lady wanted him to paint. A lady wanted him to do a painting for him. And he was like, okay, I'll do this painting for you. He did the painting in 30 minutes, and he charged her like $1 million. We just throw that out there, like $1 million. And she was like, but it only took you 30 minutes. And he said, ma'am, it took me 30 years to learn how to paint in 30 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, all this knowledge that we sharing, all this stuff that you learning, all the experience that you picking up, that's what you're gonna be charging your clients for. And and your work, by you knowing this, your work is gonna be better than the rest. So I was looking at my old videos today from 2013, also on my Instagram. I did me using acid just to clean rims. I see you, Sporty. Money is money, yeah. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna hate on him. Cause I'm pretty sure, man, people get mad. I mean, man, people get mad, dog. You know, I understand why haters, because they want to be noticed. They want to be noticed. They want people to acknowledge them, and they want to be cool just like you, but they have a problem doing it. So instead of them saying, "Hey, look, man, show me the way," they like, "Let me hate on this. Let me hate on them." You know what I'm saying? Like me, you know what? I've tried to be a hater. It's just not in my blood. I can't hate on nobody. I mean, because I'm too arrogant. I'm too cocky. If I see someone doing something and they doing a good job, and it's like the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, "Hey, how did you do that?" Because I'm not a hater. I wanna do what you doing. How did you do that? That's what I'm gonna ask. Fresh cut lawn service. I see you, guy. I appreciate that, Sporties. And you other guys that's in the business, if someone asks a question, feel free to answer them, man. Cause this stuff I can't even read all this stuff. All right, Fresh Cut Lawn Care. How do you handle customers that try to change mowing schedule from weekly to every other week? A client dropped me because I wanted to charge more. Well, Fresh Cut Lawn Care. Let me see. You said there was. How do you handle customers that are trying to change mowing schedule from week to every other week? Now, Fresh Cut Lawn Service. You got to compliment your customer. If they want to go to every other week, 9 times out of 10, it may be two. It may be two things. Either their grass is not growing fast enough for every week, or they just simply trying to save money. And I know, and some people, every 2 weeks is too long. I have a lot of clients that I prefer them to go 10 days or 7 days. I prefer all my clients go 7 or 10 days. But some people can't afford that. I mean, because if you just imagine, some of my clients, I'm charging them $55 per cut. So just imagine if they was paying $55 every week, and sometimes there are 5 weeks in them. You know, the schedule line up 5 days every month. I mean, not every month, but a few months. You can go to the house 5 cuts in that month. And that's a lot of money, man. That's over $250. And you got to think about it. If that person, if their finances are if they're financially strapped or tapped out, they're not gonna want to. They're not going to spend all their money on the lawn care guy. So you just got to come up with a way to cut. A high yard, or because what I do is I just make sure my blades are sharp. I make sure that my mower can handle a tall grass. I try to find a way to get the job done. So you got to compliment your clients. Now, if that grass is just getting too high and you can't do it, I mean it's getting too high and it's just a pain, then just drop the client. But I don't think that that we should get rid of any clients because they want to change their schedule. If they want to change their schedule, the first thing you should do before you think about dropping them or saying that you can't do it is you need to find a way that you can do it. What's going to be, you got to make it easier on yourself too. But at the same time, you're providing a service. You're providing, you're providing them with a luxury. So they want to feel like, they want to be taken care of, and that's your job to take care of your clients. So I think that what you should do is if you just go look at their yard and see, can I handle this yard? Can I handle every 2 weeks of growth? Can I handle that? Because if you think about it, I don't know why they dropped you. I don't know why, because you didn't want to change the schedule. I don't know, but if they dropped you, then you got to think about it. Yeah, you was doing it every week, but something is better than nothing. I try to get all my clients to do 7 to 10 days. The more times you're going out there, the more money you're going to make. But if they can't do it, you just got to do what you got to do, big guy. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. True, I don't get mad, I compete. That's why that's always been me. Do you keep an appointment book with your clients? Yes. I use Google. I'm a Google fan. I love Google. I use Google Calendar, and I put all my I got it all on my calendar. If I lose my phone, when I get another phone, I can just sync it to my Google and everything comes right back. So that's what I use. I see you, Dominion Lawn Care.
Like a man.
I'm at 42 visits per year, billing once monthly. Most of my customers are really appreciative that they know what to expect from jump. No problem, Fresh Cut. I hope you. Sometimes I get the rambling. I repeat myself over and over again, but I hope that I was able to help you. Um, uh, Now the thing I'm gonna tell you one thing about lawn care. The thing I see you, Bo. One thing about lawn care is I don't like to lowball myself in lawn care because that's some hard work. Uh, I try to stick to the prices. With lawn care, I try to stick to the prices that's the going rate in that area. Um, like around here, maybe a small yard, like a super small yard, may go for 30 or 35. An average yard may go from 40 to 55, and a large yard be 65 and up. And when you start going into a whole bunch of acres and stuff like that, you know, some people charge like 35. Some people charge like 35, $40 an acre. But when you have those big yards like that, it's not a lot of weed eating. It's just a lot of mowing. But you want to stay in the prices of your competitors. But I'm gonna tell you what you do, Bo. What you do is call a lawn service. Call 3 lawn services to your house and get an estimate and see how much they're charging you, and try to go and base your prices off of that. That's a good way to find out. Or if you know somebody that's getting their yard serviced, ask them how much they're paying. Don Abraham, I see you, big guy. Don Abraham, he gets prepaid or paid on hand. That's good. That's how you do it. Too many people won't pay their other bills first. You're right. Lawn guy is the last to get paid. You're right. And I have a lot of clients that have been with me since the beginning, and they they leave their money on their door. I mean, they leave checks on their door. They hide their money somewhere. I send them an invoice. They pay it immediately. I did 3 yards today, and one of my clients, he pays in advance. He pays for the whole month up front, and he gives me a $30 tip every time. And I love my clients like that. Now I do have clients that are late paying. I send them an invoice. It takes them days, and sometimes it takes them a whole week to pay. And a few of them, I started demanding that they prepay. And if they can't deal with that, there go my little buddy. If they can't deal with that, then I'll just have to drop them, because I'm not gonna go through that no more. I'm not gonna do your work, and then I gotta wait a whole week to get paid. It's not gonna happen. All right, Patrick. I don't think I have a template, but go to Vistaprint.com. You can create your own. You guys, don't be afraid. Create your own stuff. Go out there, Patrick. It's Vistaprint.com. They got templates. You can make it up from scratch, or you can use. They have hundreds of templates on there, Patrick. I would send you mine, but I don't even have it. Appreciate it, man. I see you, Bo. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hey, Ashton. They speaking to you, big dog. They just saying, hey. Ashton, he distracted. They just went grocery shopping and he looking at food. He trying to get to some snacks. Okay, he helping his mama. Bo Cox, what's going on? You know, I see every time I do a lab chat, I see people I've never seen before tearing up the tasty cakes. Yep. Yeah, you know Ashton, he love to eat. He love food. Yeah, I love eating too. Stop being so defensive, Ashton. You are being defensive. I just said a fact. My favorite genre of music, hip hop, rap. That's my favorite genre of music. Then it goes down to like, you know, R&B, and then you know, jazz. A little, you know, I like a little rock, a little bit, not much. Hey, Ashley, come say hey to everybody.
Hey, y'all.
That one video when the walk behind got stuck in the mud by the pond in the back.
We watched that video today.
Yeah, we just watched that video today. That was sick, man. Y'all handled that well. Yeah. Well, you know, that stuff happens to me all the time, man. I always get that thing stuck because it's always raining. It's always raining, and sometimes the ground will look, you know, like it's okay, and as soon as you...
Yep.
Have you heard of MC named Big Crit? Come on, man. You know I...
Who is Big Crit?
Ashton, stop, man. Why you always doing that? Stop, man. What, yeah, come on, man. I'm from Mississippi. You know we know who Big Crit is.
Who's Big Crit?
Ash, you don't know. Well, yeah, Ashley don't know. He's a rapper out of Meridian, Mississippi. Yeah, we know who Big Crit is. Yeah, we I mean, like a lot of rappers, man. Y'all be surprised. A lot of rappers don't even claim Mississippi, but a lot of y'all favorite rappers are from Mississippi originally. Snoop from Mississippi, Daz from Mississippi. Y'all know David Banner's from Mississippi. Actually, me and David Banner lived in the same neighborhood as kids. When I was a kid, he used to. I think David Banner's probably 5 or 6 years older than me, but I used to see him in the neighborhood as a child. I used to see him all the time. I've been watching from behind the scenes. What's up, little buddy? Peace. Gulfport, Mississippi. Good way to go live. Very. What the fuck? Oh shit. Yeah, James, I see you. Yeah, I'll be doing some. I'll be putting out some more videos soon. I'll be doing something real soon. Actually, man, I've been behind. It's just been constantly raining and raining and raining. And what had happened is, the day will start off real pretty, and then a heavy shower will come in, and then the sun will come right back out. But we just starting to. It's just starting to get hot like it's supposed to be in Mississippi. It's been raining with cool weather, like in the 70s, mid 70s, 80s, and it's the water is not drying up fast enough. So some yards you can't cut, and I've been out there having to do 10 yards, 12 yards in one day. So man, I don't be thinking about no camera when I'm out there. Appreciate it, Bo Cox. Hey, Bo Cox, I accidentally hit report on your last message. I didn't try to do that. So if you see something crazy from me, I didn't try to do that, man. I'm sorry. Messed around, hit the wrong button. Appreciate it, Bo Cox. I see you, big guy. You were saying you was from Gulfport, right? Did you say you was from Gulfport, Mississippi, or was that an error? That most job you had done by yourself was awesome too. I really know you handled these. Most job, most job, most job. Man, I don't even remember that one. Oh, you from Gulfport, man. I have a lot of fun when I go down there. I was down there for Father's Day. I was at Shaggy's. Me and the fam, we went to Shaggy's and ate real good. Messed around and got one of them. I messed around and got one of them Corona Ritas, Bo, and it almost took me out, man. They mixed it with it was a Corona, and it was mixed with Grand Marnier and Patron and something else. I don't know, but I drank one of those things, and man, I had to eat a whole lot of food to sober up. It takes me probably to detail a car, maybe I say if it's filthy, maybe about 2.5 hours. But if it's regular dirt, maybe about an hour and a half, something like that. But it all depends on the like Sporty says, it all depends on the conditions of the car and your experience. Because what's gonna happen is when you start getting dirty vehicles, you're gonna start realizing what to do to get them done. The more you work, it's just like a yard. I get yards, the grass be tall, come up to my waist, and people are looking at me like, "How you gonna do it?" And I charge the hell out of them. Like I said, they're paying for my experience because I know what to do. And Sporty probably can tell you. You see a dirty car, you've seen that dirty car before. Not that particular car, but a car just like it. So you like, okay, I know what to do to get this car clean, and you just bang it out. Equipment makes the job easier, but I'm telling you, I just bought me an air compressor. I don't have a steamer. It's a lot of stuff that I don't have, and I still use a lot of elbow grease. But man, I got tired of that. When you working on one car and you got 3 or 4 more waiting, you want to get that stuff out the way. So when you get to that level, you want to have the best chemicals and the best equipment. But you got to put the work in. How much you make a week to run your lawn care business? It's not that much. I don't know how much. I probably spend I probably spend $100 in gas a week. Uh, it's not much. I have to go and look at my I have to go look back at my paperwork. I haven't been actually. I'm very behind on my paperwork, so I'm not sure how much, but I know I pay like anywhere from $80 to $100 a week on gas. Uh, I have storage fees, um, and you know, sometimes it can range from. I'm just gonna say this. It can range from. I'm just gonna do it monthly. It can range from 500 a month to 1,200 a month. Uh, I just had to spend $400 on my lawnmower last month, uh, and I need a new transmission. That's another $400. So it just depends. It takes 2 hours for you to do your mom's suburban, but Patrick, once you once you can start washing cars, you're gonna get faster. You keep washing cars, you're gonna get faster. Uh, I remember when I first started doing lawns, it would take me an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. That was by myself. Now I'm banging out the yards in 45 minutes to an hour. My son, he was out working with me yesterday, and Ashton, 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 tell them how quick we was doing those yards yesterday.
Okay, so
How many yards did we do yesterday?
5,
Okay.
and we did each one in about 2 hours. So, yeah.
Ashton,
Yeah.
so you gonna come over here and lie?
I'm not lying. It took us like 2 hours.
It took 2 hours to do what?
The yards.
To do 1 yard?
Yes.
It took us 2 hours to do. Get out of here. Get out of here. You see this boy, but me and my son, because when we first started working together, I had to watch him, you put that in there. I'll get it later. Yeah, I had to watch him because I didn't want him to get hurt or tear up anything. So once I got comfortable with him, going on his own, then the time that me and him work together, because sometimes he'll be out there helping me and we'll be out there longer than if I was out there by myself, because I had to train him at the same time. But now he knows what to do. When he's on the mower because he hasn't really mastered the weed eater yet. And yesterday, I just started teaching him how to use the weed eater. But I'm on the weed eater, he's on the lawnmower. So 9 times out of 10, he's gonna get done mowing before I get done weed eating. So what he does is he grabs his blower and he starts blowing, and he starts doing all of that. And so now we was banging out yards in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. We was just banging them out. We went straight through those yards. And that just comes with time and experience. You know what? That's a question for Sporties, Patrick. If it's smarter to wipe down, it depends for me. I've vacuum first, then wipe down. But I think it's better to wipe down than vacuum, because sometimes you can wipe something down and just like when you wiping down the seat, sometimes in the crevices there are crumbs, and where you're wiping it, even if you vacuum the seats first, when you wipe the crumbs down, they can fall back on the fresh carpet you just vacuumed. That's a patch. That's a question for Sporties. See, that's different to me. The Patrick, the outside is easier for me. The inside is harder for me. Yes. All minivans will test your skills and scare you into new tools. Exactly. Yo, Patrick, always have a system. The system will have you robotic and on point. Yes. I would blow out the crevices of the air. Then come behind with the drill brush and back. Shout out to Sporties. Yo. How often do you get supplies? Maybe twice a month. Twice a month I get supplies for my car wash. Outside would be much easier with the skirt. Yep. I see you, Andy Hernandez. What's going on? Yep. Now you can use sporty supplies. You're right. You're right. Commercial accounts are great because they pay more money. It's very consistent. The only thing about commercial is when the management changes, they usually go with all new people. That's the only thing about commercial accounts. You may have them You may have them this year, and then you may not have them next year. But it's very good money in commercial accounts. Hey, you see that Sporty? Hey, you see Andy? You see Andy Sporty? He said it was 103 degrees out there. He said it ain't stopping nothing. All the time, Patrick. Just a damn excuse. They ain't stopping nothing, man. It's rays around it. When I saw you out there with that kerosene heater, I was like, oh man. Ain't nobody feeling bad for construction workers, you right. And it be hot as fuck out there. Oh man, it be hot as hell out there. What's up, Mo757? I see you, big dog. You right. If there's a will, there's a way. Because, I sometimes you know all this stuff exists. You know that you can get a heater. You know that you can get a fan. But when you don't see it, it's like it don't exist. When you don't see someone doing it, I don't know what video it was, but I was watching a video of Sporties, and he had that kerosene heater out there, and I was like, man, why did I think of that? And I used to have one of those heaters. I sold it. I don't know why I did that, but I'm gonna go buy me another one. But I was like, why I didn't think of that? I mean, if you're gonna be out there and you're gonna be working, you might as well be comfortable. Yep. And I'm telling you, man, that stuff makes a world of difference, man. Because trust me, if you're not comfortable, you're gonna want to get out of there. If your mind ain't strong, you're gonna want to get out of there. Uh, but man, I try my I try my best to fight through it. I mean I don't have a heater or a blower to keep me cool. So, but I will be investing in that, and my prices are gonna go up. That's just how it has to be. My prices are gonna go up because trust me, they those people, if they're calling you to come, if they calling you to come wash their car, they got the money. But some people, if you lowball yourself, they'll let you lowball yourself. They won't. Some people tell you, hey man, you need to charge more, and you're gonna get that. If you lowballing yourself, somebody's gonna tell you you're not charging enough, and that's when you know you need to raise your prices. Yes, that air circulation, boy, that's that you need that money and customer service. Someone has to get it done. Why not me? Exactly. That's how I think. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Brandon Roberts? I see you, big dog. Yep. Yep. They be like, you want some water? You want some water? Like when Ashton be out there with me, they be like, oh, you got this baby out in this hot sun. They come out there with tips and lemonade and tea and everything, and I be drinking it. At first, I used to be like, no, I'm good, I'm good. I got water. I be drinking that stuff, man. And I take the tip. 1804 Media Group, I see you. Between you, Sporties, and G Works, you guys have inspired me to get back into detail and keep hustling. Guys, the grind don't stop. I know what you mean about them Jersey winners and winter ruckers. Man. Because I'm talking about, man, like, I grew up in Mississippi. And I mean, it snows every now and then. Like maybe every other winter it snows. And then maybe one time the whole winter. And it's not that much. You may get like, it don't even be an inch. It don't be nothing. And when I was in the military, I was stationed in Fort Dix. And I'm talking about, man, for the first time, I saw snow that was like above cars. I'm like, whoa. I'm talking about, and then in Mississippi, if you get 1 foot of snow, 1 inch or whatever, 1 inch, 2 inches, oh, the whole city gonna shut down. The whole city gonna shut down. Over there, don't nothing shut down. They just push that snow out the way and keep moving. I'm like, man, ain't we still got to go to work? I'm thinking everything gonna shut down, man. We still had to go to work. I'm driving, sliding all around. It's crazy, man. That's good, man. Put them videos out because people, I mean, we're humans. We're visual creatures. We got to see it. The more people that's going out there putting out videos and showing their work and showing what they're doing, it's going to keep inspiring others to do the same thing. It's going to inspire people to get into the business. And I'm talking about it's enough money for everybody, man. It's enough money for everybody. New Brunswick. I'm gonna tell you, if you guys don't have any, I mean, you can go and buy editing software for editing videos, but I'm gonna tell you guys what I use to edit my videos. I once I do my videos, I download everything to my computer, and then I use Microsoft Movie Maker, and I use that to edit my videos. It's not rocket science. Don't get too carried away with it. You know, it's not hard to do. They throw that sat down all day and it makes the phone ring because people want wax to hold off the salt between washes. But see, the thing about it is some people be like, man, it's cold. It's cold. I ain't washing no cars in this cold. I ain't washing no cars in the cold, Sporty, man. You crazy. All that snow out there. I ain't washing no cars in the snow, man. I'm finna sit at home. You know, I'm gonna sit at home broke. I'm gonna watch some TV. I ain't getting out there in the snow and washing no cars. Not me, no else. I ain't watching no. Hey, man, them guys to tell me, man, you be out there, man. Man, you'll be out there, man. It's hot out there, man. Shoot, it's 100 degrees out there, man. Oh, man, I ain't getting out there washing no cars. I ain't cutting no yards. And they be looking at me, and I be sweaty. I be dirty as hell. I'm talking about sweat dripping down. I'm talking about, I be sweating so bad, man, my drawers are sweating. Like, I mean, I'm sweating from head to toe. And I be just a smiling. I just be smiling. And I know my clients is like, what is this idiot smiling at? He like, this hot out there. But you know what? I got $400 in my pocket. I got $500 in my pocket. That's why I'm smiling. Because I made $500 today. But you been sitting in the AC all day. You made $120 at your $15 an hour job. And you made $120 today. And I made $400 or $500 today. That's why I'm smiling. Yep, there's no better feeling. You right, Blue. Who is that? Blue. Hold on. Let me see. Blue Crate. I see you, big dog. Because right after that snow melt and that water dry up, it can be a crazy week for any detailer. January or February, car washes be backed up after the snow and roads dry up for a quick minute. Yeah. Yeah, man. Them guys, they go out there, they be like, man, how you doing? I had people ask me, man, I don't see how you do it. I don't see how you be out there in the heat and it's hot out there, man. I be like, I don't see how you not doing it. I don't see how you going to work every day, going to a job that you hate and making, you know, $10, $15 an hour. I mean, what you make in 8 hours, I can make in 1 hour or 3 hours. You get used to being hot. You're right. You get used to it. You from NYC? I'm in Mississippi. Blue Crate. I'm in Mississippi. The Bronx. Okay, we got G-Works from the Bronx, Blue Crate. And the heat increases tips because they feel sorry for you. They feel sorry for you. What you feel sorry for me for? I'm good. What you feel sorry for me for? But they sure feel sorry for you, boy. They give you tips. You want some water? They be giving you, just like I'm telling you, I cut a guy a yard today. Okay, he pays me at the beginning of the month.
This man gives me a $30 tip every single time he pays me. It doesn't matter what I do. He'll call me to wash his car. He say, "Look, I just need you to wash the outside. I don't need you to do the inside." I'm like, "Okay." I wash the outside. I'll tell him that'll be $30. I'll send him an invoice. When I get the invoice back, he paid me $60. He does it every time. It doesn't matter how many times I do anything for him. He's gonna give me a $30 tip. And sometimes they give you the tip because they appreciate you, because a lot of these people, they can't do it themselves, or they don't have time to do it themselves. So if they got someone they can, and sometimes they be so happy because they got someone they can trust, and they don't have to worry about you stealing anything or doing anything, and they so happy they found someone that can take care of it for them, and they just showing you that they appreciate you when they give you those tips sometimes. Oh, it's very possible. 100,000, that's very possible. Once you see, I mean, I've seen, I've seen people start out and year 4, year 5, they're at 100,000. That's very possible, and definitely lawn care, definitely that is very possible. 100,000 is actually 100,000 is. I mean, looking at it now, looking at it, at where you are, 100,000 is gonna seem like a lot of money. It's not a lot. 100,000 is not a lot of money. I mean, that's you can do 100,000 easy, easy. I appreciate that, Blue Crate. I appreciate that. You're right. You're right. Yeah, Sport is putting out knowledge, man. He right. Yes. 1805 Media Group. What are your thoughts? Oh man. Sport is, you see what the 1804 Media Group just wrote? He just came on. Man, Steamer will cut down the time. I'm in the process of buying one now. Check out Sporty's Mobile Detailing. That's all he uses is Steamer, and it will cut time because the heat just loosens everything up, and you just wipe it off. It does cut a lot of time, for sure. Man, G Works. Me and Sporters was just talking about that earlier this week. We were just talking about real estate. I don't think Positive Flow. I don't think Eric is subscribed to my channel. I watch his stuff. I don't think I'm subscribed to. Am I subscribed to Eric Jones' channel? I don't even think I'm subscribed to his stuff, to his channel, but I do watch his videos. But I don't think he's subscribed to me. You right. I'll be getting a steamer next week. I just bought this past week, I just bought the air compressor, and I'll be buying a steamer this week, actually. This week, actually, yeah. Hey, hey, Sporties, man, you got to stop putting the murder game. You got to stop putting the murder game on this equipment, man. This man a serial killer. This Joker a serial killer. Cool. You know what? I don't know much. I've heard a lot about chemical guys. I don't know much about chemical guys, but I hear their name a lot. That's the one I'm going to be getting the McCullen, Andy Hernandez. That's the one I'll be starting off with, the McCullen. I kept avoiding it then. I kept avoiding it then. Yep. Patrick, you talking about? Are you talking about chemical guys? You look at G Works. You looking to buy a house to live in, or you looking to buy a house to an investment property? Okay. Well, I mean, you got guys right here that you can actually reach out and touch. You can talk to them. They actually make their own. They actually got their own chemicals. I rather get my chemicals from somebody that I actually seen use it. Actually seen them clean dirty vehicles. Some of these guys, they not to say that the products are bad, but a lot of these guys, you know, they don't use their products on dirty vehicles. Every time you see them using products, it's on a clean vehicle, so you don't know if it works out or not. You know, flip real estate is where the money is at. Okay, both. All right, G Works, I see you. Yeah. I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm putting money away as we speak. That's gonna be my next move. Okay, that McCullen is a good little steamer. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, because I actually saw one. I'm gonna try to see if I can order me one. Hey, that's what it's all about, G Works. Because I wouldn't be living in a house like this if it wasn't for my family. Because I can live anywhere, but I wanted, you know, I bought this house because I wanted, and it's in a very, you know, good area, a very good school district, and I wanted, you know, my son. You know, I wanted my son to be comfortable, and I wanted my son to be in a good environment, and that's why I moved in a house like this one. So, ain't nothing wrong with taking care of your family. You want your family to have, I mean, because being a man of the house, being a husband, being a father, I want, you know, I'm happy when I look around and everybody's comfortable, you know, and that's what it's about. I'm happy when everybody is comfortable. You know, when my son jumps up and down when groceries come in the house. I mean, this boy gets excited when groceries come in the house. He's happy. Like right now, he'll be sitting right here by me, but it's some food in the house. He's eating and enjoying himself. And just to see the smile on his face, that's all I need. And I know I'm doing my job. Oh, you got a vacation spot. Okay, that's cool. That's dope. That's dope. Yes, Ashton is the only child that I have. Them damn kids expensive, man. Good deal, good deal. Appreciate that. Appreciate that 1804 Media Group. I see. Yeah, I'll try to do these. I try to do these live chats more often. You know, at least once a week, so we can all connect. Because that's the only way we gonna learn, man. You know, we can learn off each other, just like just like we doing now. I know a few people have learned something today that they didn't know. Just like I didn't know about the triangle paintbrush from the triangle paintbrush from Harbor Freight. Didn't know about that. I'm pretty sure people have learned. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have figured out things that we, learned things that we haven't learned before, that we don't know. And also, I know a lot of people feel, yeah, a triangle brush or whatever he said. It's a triangle brush for the air vents for the car at Harbor Freight. Sporty said it earlier on in the video, in the chat. But I'm doing this because I want people to feel comfortable, and stepping out there and starting their own business, whatever it is, And that's why, I'm gonna tell you this. That's why you got a lot of haters, man. That's why we have a lot of haters, because I did a video about it. They lack clarity. They lack clarity, and they get upset. And instead of them trying to, work through that, they just say, well, look, let me find somebody that's doing well and let me hate on them. Let me be mad at them for doing what I want to do, but I don't know how to do it. And I just try to put that information out there, so to help that person out that's struggling, and that's what a hater is. A hater is nothing but a person that's struggling with what he wants to do. He's lacks clarity. He doesn't know his way, and instead of him or her trying to work through that by asking for help, some of them just got too much pride. Some of them got too much pride to ask for help, and but eventually they'll let go of their pride when your stomach start touching your spine. You start getting hungry and you can't pay your bills. Yeah, you'll ask for help. Okay, Andy is asking about lawn care. He's asking when I'm cutting grass, do I just leave the grass clippings there? What I do is I do it many ways. It just depends on the condition of the yard. If the grass is very very high, I'll cut it. I'll run it over a few times. If it doesn't if it doesn't mulch it down, then I'll rake it. I'll rake it up and I'll bag it. I don't like to use. I have a bagger for that more, but I don't like to use it. I only use it if it's just a little debris in the yard and I'm just trying to get the yard super clean. But if if the grass is tall, ain't no need to put that bagger on because once you mow one strip, you're gonna have to take the bagger out and dump it. You mow another strip, you have to take the bag out and dump it. So I'm not working myself like that. What I do is I open up the chute and I'll cut it until I'll just run over it until the grass clippings get real small, and then you don't even see them anymore. I'll mulch them up. Another way I do it, sometimes the grass would be too tall to do that. If the grass is too tall to do that, what I'll do is I'll cut the middle of the yard first, and then I'll cut in circles. And I'll push all that grass into the middle of the yard, and then I'll get big garbage cans and bags, and then I'll just pick them up that way. But most of the time, you can mulch it. You can just mulch it up. Get you some mulching blades, and just run over it several times. Because if you're doing 5 or 6 yards, and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have more 14-day accounts than 10 and 7-day. So you don't want to be doing those yards. You don't want to be bagging and raking all day. I'm not gonna do that. I just run over it 100 times. If it takes me, if I have to run over that yard 5 times to get them down, I'll do it 5 times. It just depends. And and I'm gonna tell you guys, my videos are edited. Like, I may show y'all a 15-minute video. I may show you guys a 5-minute video. But I may have 30 minutes or 40 minutes or an hour of footage. And I may have hours of footage, but I cut a lot of stuff out. 'Cause that'd be boring if y'all just saw me going over yard over and over again. But I don't just leave the clippings there. Always. You're right. G-Works, you're right. I have a video called diversifying your business. You got to do different things. It's just like the stock market. People tell you to diversify your portfolio. And what that means is in the stock market, what that means is you don't just invest in one stock, you invest in multiple stocks because, stocks rise and fall. So while one of your stocks are falling, if you got 5 stocks that you invest in, if one of them are falling, then you got the other 4 that will hold them up. Same thing in your business. If you got multiple services that you provide, and try to make those services relatable. If you're in mobile car washing, mobile detailing, you have a pressure washer, which means you can pressure wash patios, patio furniture, driveways, sidewalks, houses, just like G-Works just said. Lawn care, you can do bush trimming, leaf removal, tree trimming, gutter cleaning. You can also pressure wash in lawn care. It's a lot of people that in lawn care that pressure wash as well. And that way, when it's slow, you still got somebody calling you for something. Because if I do cars, windows, lawn care, out of those three things, somebody's gonna need something, man, and that's what it's all about. I don't use any ear protection. And my hearing, I've been around lawnmowers all my life, and it hasn't really affected my hearing. But that's something I'm thinking about my son. That's something I need to look into. Appreciate that, Andy. Thank you for stopping by, man. T-Boy the rapper. You know what? I need to look into that because I got my son out there with me. I need to look into some ear protection. But I've never had a problem with my hearing, and I've been around, those mowers for a long time. A lot and I get that question all the time. What do I do in the winter? What do I do in the wintertime? I get that all the time, man. But when you diversify your services, that sustains you through the wintertime. Because someone, they may not call you for a car wash, they may call you to clean the house. They may not call you to clean your house. They may call you for a car wash. You got so many services to choose from. It just keeps your business going. How do you handle customers that are rude after you finish a job and they don't like something? I try to remain professional. I try to see if I can fix the problem. Uh, that's the first thing that I do. Like I never get personal. If they get rude, I just smile. If they get loud, I just start talking soft. Uh, never let them take you out of your character. If they continue to be rude, you just walk away. You walk away from it. You walk away from it because it doesn't matter. They can do what they want to do. If you do something, then they're gonna say this is what you did, and they're gonna put a bad name out there on you. And you don't want that type of customer anyway. But I've had situations where a customer was rude. Uh, my first year, I I I washed this lady's car. Around her gear shift, it was chrome around her gear shift. All right, Blue Crate, I see you, big dog. Appreciate you stopping by, Blue Crate. But I was vacuuming out the car. Around the gear shift was chrome, and it was like some crumbs in the gear shift. And I took the nozzle of my, which was a big mistake, and I haven't done it since. But I took the nozzle of my vacuum cleaner to vacuum that, and when I pulled it back, it scratched that chrome piece. So I didn't realize that I had scratched it at the time, and I was taking before and after pictures. So I I washed her car, went in there, got paid. I left. I want to say maybe around about 6 o'clock that evening, I guess when she got off work, she called me and she was yelling, talking about the scratch and this and this and that. And I'm like, ma'am, I didn't scratch your car, because she was yelling. I couldn't even understand what she was saying. And she was just going on and on and on. And I said, ma'am, what you need to do is you're going to have to calm down. Obviously, you have a problem, but I can't help you if you're yelling. And so that's what I do. When people are yelling, even if I can understand them, I'll tell them I can't hear you because you're yelling. And that's what I do. And I just try to stay calm. And so I told her, why don't you do this? Calm. I said, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure we can fix it. I said, calm down and call me back when you're calm. So she called me back, and she explained to me that it was a scratch on the gear shift. And I was like, on the gear shift? And I was just, I couldn't. I was just like, okay, well, I said, let me see it. And so I went by her job. I looked at it. I saw the scratch, and I'm like, okay. So luckily for her, I took a before and after picture. So I looked at the before picture, and I actually got a shot of that area in the before picture, and it was not there. So I had to have done it. So I went to the dealer, and I thought I could just buy the little chrome plate. But the chrome plate was attached to the gear shift, and it had a sensor on it. And so it cost me like $300. So, and I only charged her like $20. I only charged her $25 to wash her car, but I had to pay $300, and that was a $300 lesson. And the air compressor and the steamers and all that stuff would have been perfect for that, But I never put that nozzle on on the surface of anything but the carpet and seats and stuff like that. So. That was, and she was upset. She got mad, but when she saw me come in, when I ordered it, and I actually went to her job and delivered it to her, and I told her to call me when she wants to get it installed, and she called me and she got it installed. So I was out of $500 doing that, and but you just gotta deal with them how they come. If they're being irrational, you just walk away from them. That's what I do. I walk away from them. I'm not finna argue with anybody. Yeah, it was a bad scratch. Yes, it was a Pontiac Solstice. That's exactly what it was. It was a Pontiac Solstice, and it was a bad scratch. Yes, it was a deep scratch. You wasn't buffing it or polishing it. It was there. It was there. But she was pissed off, man. She was yelling and everything, and actually she apologized to me. She apologized for yelling or whatever. But see, if they yell at you and you yell back, they're not gonna remember that they yelled at you. They're only gonna remember that you scratched their car, then you yelled at them. Yep. But yeah, man, don't scratch that doggone gear. Don't scratch that chrome little piece around the gift ship, because that chrome piece. No, I don't wash her car anymore. She never called me again. She never called me again. But I mean, that was a $500 lesson, and sometimes you pay for your lessons, man. You gonna pay for it. But hell no, she ain't call me back no more, man. She was like, I'm not calling that guy no more. Might scratch something else. But I just started out. I was in mobile car washing, detailing for, man, it was probably 2 months. 2 months, maybe the first month. But look, man, I got my wife got me a plate waiting on me. I am hungry. I'm finna go eat, and I'm gonna catch you guys later, man. I enjoy doing these live streams. I'm gonna be doing them more often, at least at least once a week, where we can all, come together and connect and talk about things and exchange information and learn from each other, man. Just like A&R Pressure Wash, he always say, "Steel sharpen steel." We all get together, man, and we would just make each other better, man. I see you guys in the future, man.